So now let's do some 3D foundation demonstration. So first, my hands are dirty, so I'm definitely not going to be using my hands, but I'm going to use my perfector sponge and just spritz my sponge with my Stay setting spray. I love to use this as a primer as well when I'm not doing a ton of stuff. I'm not oily, you guys, so I don't need a heavy primer. I am not going to be out by the pool or anything today, so this is perfect for me today. I love it because it feels like water and it smells delightful. It smells like I'm at the beach. So this is what I'm using, and I'll finish my face with that as well. So I'm gonna be using my Seint makeup right here. And I'm just gonna be doing my foundation with you. If you want to message me and get into my VIP group, I'm actually gonna head over there after this, and I'm gonna do my eyes featuring these beautiful oranges. If you are registered with me on my website or just Seint in general, you would have received this email from Seint featuring some of our, as artists and them as a company, favorite oranges that we have as far as the eyeshadows go. So I will swatch these for you, but make sure that you head into my VIP group so you can see me actually apply these eyeshadows. But I'm just gonna do 3D foundation today, and I'm gonna use the 3D brush. I believe this is still on clearance for 40% off as well. So just head to the link in my bio to get this brush at 40%, which will be a great savings of a discount on your starter bundle if you want to try out this makeup. So my color match form is also in there, so you can use that as well, because I'll want to color match you to your main color, foundation shades, and your contour. Everything else you can pick out and create your custom palette for your lifestyle, which is like super fun to do. So, okay, the 3D brush, I like to use the rounded end to apply my main color of highlight. And look at already how much that corrects. I have some blemishes healing and just some scarring in there from teen blemish years and hormones and all of that. So the awesome thing about this foundation is that it is color corrective, and you don't need to really do anything unless you have problematic skin. Then you and I can consult about that as well. Complimentary, you guys. I do everything just for you because I absolutely love it. But you can see how much this is evening out my skin tone. Also creating a one-dimensional look. So I'm gonna come back in to bring back my shadows by adding contour in a really simple, easy way, you guys. The contour is so easy, so you definitely want contour. But see how now all of a sudden I'm starting to look flat? I'm gonna fix that in just a second. But my skin is evening out. What, honey? Okay, I'll be there in a minute. Why? What is it? Can you tell me? Okay, Amelia's helping her. Okay, so next, what I'm going to do, you can see I've already done my eyebrows, so I didn't want to mess those up. Okay, so now I'm gonna flip over to this side to do my contour, and I'm just gonna swipe into this. This color is Astoria, and for my face shape, I'm just going to hug my cheekbone right here where my natural shadow hits. And it's a cream, so don't worry, I'm going to blend this out. I'm just gonna flip it literally over and just push it up. Now, I do have some leftover product on this brush, so it's going to give a more softened, contoured look, rather than if you use a brush that's totally clean, it will be a more dramatic contoured look. But you can see how that kind of didn't erase it, but it left it, and it's just super soft. Okay, so same on this side, and I'm just going up, lifting gravity, right? That's what we want to do as women. And I'm just lifting up and going back into my hairline so that it just creates that dimension. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of what's left. Okay, and then same with around my hairline. So this brush, this 3D brush, was originally called the 30-second hack brush. So before Seint, it was Mascara Beauty. And so this was the very first highlighting and contouring brush that Kara released to do this whole entire system with the 4 colors. I'm gonna press both of my ring fingers into my compact, and I'm trying to do this in the mirror so you can see the product right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to take my fingers and just in a really narrow line, I'm going to apply my contour. Kind of crazy, right? So then go back to this brush and I want to do it in a really light way because I don't want to move my contour around too much. And that's the key to blending, is just doing it ever so slightly. And that's how easy this is. You saw how I just did that. And then I'm just going to take my accent highlight, which is white peach, and then just do a little stripe down the center of my nose. And then just press. And there. An easy contoured nose. So easy, you guys. That's what I'm telling you. It's one of the most cool things ever. And I can never not contour. Like you saw at the beginning how one-dimensional my face was. When I do that, it's just like I cannot wait to get contour on my face and teach you guys how easy and simple this is, because before I became an artist, I thought it was the hardest thing to do. So I never did it. And I was like, I don't want to put layers and layers of makeup on my face. And then I realized I don't have to do that to have a beautiful contoured look with dimension on my face. We can have it all, right? Okay, so then I'm just gonna go into my accent highlight and just press that in these spots. So this is going to give me added dimension. It's gonna pull the lighter colors in through my neck. It's also going to just really open up my eyes. And then I'm just gonna use my perfector sponge to blend that in. This sponge is definitely a must, especially for beginners. I absolutely love this. So it's very important too, because creams, less is more with this product. And we want our skin to shine through. So what this sponge does is it removes any excess makeup that we might have gotten a little bit too much of, because it is easy to over apply these creams. Look at how crazy that was. Literally, I just slapped it on and now it's like totally blending in. So it's really easy to over apply these creams. So what this sponge does is it presses not only it into our skin, but it also removes any excess cream foundation that we might have gotten a little bit too much of. So see how that opened up my eyes and just brightened everything? So pretty. Okay, we're not done yet. Next, we're going to go into our blush. So these are my two favorites that I love for summer. This is Hollywood and this is Desert Sunset. So I'm actually gonna go and apply Hollywood to the apples of my cheek. I do not have a lot of real estate underneath of my eyes, and so I don't like to go too high up right there, but then I just flip it over and I just kind of blend it using the blue bronzer side of this brush. You guys, this is one of the old mascara ones. If you order any today, you're going to get this style. Those are the new Seint ones, but this is the old mascara one. So the Hollywood is really pretty. Okay, then speaking of this brush, I'm gonna go in with my illuminator, and I love this brush to apply my illuminator this side because it's the perfect shape. So I'm using Angel illuminator. It's like a pinky pearl, and I'm just smiling and applying that right there on the tops of my cheekbones. Or not my tops, my cheekbones, the top of the apple of my cheek. Forgive me, guys, I'm getting my words all mixed up. And then right here. And it's just really nice and subtle. I need to do my lips too. You can even use your finger if you want to. So Angel is really pretty and soft, just like the name says. It's very angelic and perfect. I love this color. I think my two favorites are Rose Gold and Angel. Okay, so there is that. Now, last but not least is bronzer, and then we'll do my lips too. So this is my bottom side, and I have my bronzer right here. It's Bella Bronzer. So I'm just gonna squeeze this because I don't wanna get into my Vanilla Dust setting powder. But what I'm gonna do is just apply this to all of the high points of my face where the sun will naturally hit. Okay, so then we're just gonna blend this out and fluff it. So I'm hitting the tops of my cheekbones. And this is my absolute favorite. I love it because there's no shimmer to it. I don't want a bronzer that's going to shimmer my face. I want it to look really, really natural, like the sun actually kissed my face. Okay, I just got it down a little bit too far there, so I just used my brush and what was left on there, just some product. And then I always love to apply a little bit of bronzer underneath right here, and then dust it back on my ears because I never spray tan my ears unless I get it professionally done. Okay, and now as far as bronzer, I like to leave this section out because I don't want to close in my face. I want to open up my eyes still, so I do the tops of my cheekbones, but I try to leave my temples out as much as possible. And then I'm just gonna fluff over my nose a little bit where the sun would hit, and all of the things. Okay, lips. Let's do lips, and then like I said, I need to do my eyes. Oh my gosh, they look so bald right now without my lash extensions or my falsies. It like drives me bonkers. Okay, so this is my multitasker brush. I absolutely love this. I'm actually just going to, you know what, let's do Bella bronzer. I'm gonna line. It's so soft. I got a little bit too much, so I'm just gonna dab it on my hand. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna line. My lips with this. I love lining my lips with this because it's like a perfect kind of warm brown color. And then coming across. I'm actually gonna go into what was left on my hand. And then I'm gonna fill in with Desert Sunset. I love Desert Sunset. Okay. And I think this is gonna go perfectly with the eyeshadow. They're like orangey brown eyeshadows. Okay, and see how that just blended so beautifully, so pretty. I love that combination. Ah, so good. Okay, like literally just filled my lips. My lips look so much fuller, don't they? Look at that. Okay, so you guys, that's pretty much it. Oh, let me swatch the eyeshadows for you so that you can see what colors they are. So we have Leo, so gorgeous, so pretty. Ginger, that is just like a really pretty shimmery auburn. Valencia, which as you can see is literally one of my favorite colors. It's kind of like, think sandy beaches, and it's hard to see there, but that's how pretty it is. It is absolutely gorgeous. And then what was a couple of the other colors? Crush was on there. I don't have that one in here because this is the colors that I'm doing. And I'm using Vanilla Dust as my base, but these are the colors that I'm using. So the other ones that were in the email was Crush. I think that was the fourth one. But you guys, like I said, hit me up, message me here, respond here, go to the link in my bio. It has all of the links that a girl could need to either get color matched, shop my 3D foundation website is on there, or just to connect with me if you have any other questions about becoming a member of the community as a Seint artist, as a side hustle or a full-time gig or whatever it is, or just to be able to join me in the community with all of the girls and all of the coaching that we do, guiding you into a new adventure, whether it's with your starter pack of using this makeup, or like I said, as a member of the community with our team. So I'll catch you guys later, and I'll see you soon.